figure out what that is, and you solve the problem. But it's not zh, it's not s, it's not zh, it's whatever goes here. So again, figure this out. Z, z, 有 z, z 间的是什么? You take away the de from z, and what do you get? Yeah, it's the English z. That's all it is. Yeah, but you do have it. You just don't have the character. It goes into the system though. Alright? You guys see that? Z,是的加 z, 真淡的. But now you understand the sound. So, say this word. Because if what you're saying is zu, then there's a problem. Because zu is de 跟 z. 这边没有的. So, this is wrong. How do you say this word? It's not zhu. Now you're making a different sound. Start with su. And use your voice. Su, zu. So everybody can do it, right? If you understand your language's sounds, you can extend that and learn other sound systems. Because basically, your mouth is the same. In Chinese and English, your mouth is the same. We have sounds at the front, sounds at the back. 有有声, 有无声, right? It's the same in all languages. You still have the same mouth to work with. So you have the same basic set of sounds. If you understand how they go together, you can answer any of these questions. Any idea what this one is? Qi is going to be what? See, I'll put it down here. What two sounds? Which dueling give us qi? 为什么 G 有声跟无声不一样？ And you need to remember, E is not part of the sound, it's part of the name. Well, guys, look. Try. Doesn't that work? Chi. Chi. That's what it is. Now, it doesn't really matter if you remember everything I have on the board. What matters is that when you find a problem, you can ask the right question to fix it. Okay? And you have to start asking questions about your language. Because when you find a problem and you only ask how it is in English, it's like you have a box of tools. You have all of these different things you can use, but you ignore that and you try to use something completely different. You have a set of tools right here. If you use this, you can solve a lot of problems. Okay? And it will save you time, and it'll actually help you to do a better job because you already have these tools. You already have these sounds. So when you make those sounds in English, they're going to be more accurate. Okay? If you use them right. But using them right means you can't say that this is zu, or ru, or lu. Okay? You have to use the tools right, and then you have zu, 没问题. And 加 s 的时候 孤山，所以孤山的优山，所以优山还是孤山？优山。That's how English works. That's how actually all languages work. If we put sounds together, because you cannot hear the d if you make this a s, pods or pots, you're not going to hear the difference. So we have pots and pods. Z. Same thing as this. Z. Same thing as this. Z. The same. Okay? And then people will understand you. Okay? 可以吗? Again, if you can ask the right questions, then you're in the right direction. You're at least started. Okay? So, there is a lot we can do with this still. There's this sound here. There's a sound right here. But before we go into anything else, what questions do you guys have? I want to make sure we have time for you to ask some questions. If nobody has any questions, I have lots more I can tell you about this. I love talking about this stuff because Chinese is so cool. The Junfuhao is such a smart system. And it's like when you've been doing something one way your whole life, and then you suddenly realize that, there's a reason why, right? So this should make you, it should excite you, it should give you something interesting to think about. But if you really don't care, then won't have fun, right? So, let's start with some questions. You can think about this for a little bit. Questions. So you can ask anything. If it's about English, that's great. If you don't know anything you can ask about in English, then you can ask about something else. Well, you can still try. If you have no idea at all, it's because there's nothing in here. So you do have ideas. So try, see. You know, there are a number of English phrases that come straight from Chinese, right? Like, long time no see. Yeah, that's Chinese coming straight into English. And so, it happens more often than you would think. English loves other languages. We take things from other languages. If you look at languages as kinds of animals or peoples, English is kind of a cat.